Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this video is your to go Hampi guide. So we are traveling from Bangalore to Hampi. The total distance is 361 kilometers. The number of days for our total trip is around 2.5 days. And in this video I'll be talking about where you can stay, what all places you can view in one shot, and where to eat and everything around it. So let's get started. So first is where to stay. So we stayed at Clark's in Hampi. So there were very less options, very less good options. There are very backpacking options are there. So this hotel was a decent hotel, good tariff, good place. It had a nice buffet, and the rooms were also decent size. Then from the room itself you can see your parking, you can see your car, and when you step out of the room there is a little recreation area which is the swimming pool and all. So all in all it was a good stay. Now where to eat? Again, the number of places to eat here are very less. So this restaurant called as Mango Tree pops up when you search for any of the place to eat. So we were like, why not? And it's hardly like 1.5 kilometers from our stay, so that was a win-win. The food was okay. Apart from that, every time we ate at a hotel because their a la carte options were also good. Now the main topic, places to visit and when to visit them. So we reached Hampi around 12. So we had a lunch and we had a good rest. Then we left our hotel around 3:30ish. One thing to note is that all the monuments close by 6 p.m. So you only have till 6 to visit all that. So on our first day, we visited the whole campus of the Vitthal Temple. It was very close from our hotel. So we decided to go here first. So when you park your car, there is an option to take a cart. I recommend you take the cart because Hampi is always very hot. You will feel dehydrated till the time you will reach there. So that happened with us. So inside that whole complex, you have a bunch of options. There's various mandir, then there was this Pushparani, then the famous Stone Chariot, which is on a 50 rupee note if you have noticed, as you can see on your screen. So we took a good round there, took a bunch of pictures, but we were really dehydrated, so always carry some kind of hat, water and any snack if you can. There was also things like King's Balance, but while going back we opted for the ride because we cannot walk back again that whole distance. So we only covered this much on our day 1. So we thought that next day we'll start afresh. When you step out you see a lot of shops. Now coming on the day 2, we started our journey from around 5 in the morning because our main point was to visit the Virupaksha Temple, and we wanted to go there before having our breakfast and all. In the morning the weather was very pleasant, and I recommend that you start exploring as early as you can. So after parking, this is the Virupaksha Temple, and the vibe here, the architecture was very good. So here you can also meet the resident elephant Lakshmi. So after checking out the whole complex, we started our journey on the Hemkuta Hills. There is a Ganesha Temple over there, and also the Hemkuta Hills are a good sunset point. So this Shivling and Narasimha Statue were one of the main reasons that we came early morning. So after that we went back to our hotel, had the breakfast and took a little bit of rest. But as the weather was still good, it was only I think 8:30 or 9, we stepped back and we went to all these places, which was the royal enclosure. Royal enclosure had all the places like the Queen's Bath and the Queen's Palace. Then there is Lotus Palace. So we covered all these beautiful places in one go. Again, always carry water with you, and because all these places I think tend to dehydrate you, so we covered all of them in one go. This is royal enclosure. So this elephant stable was our last stop for the morning session. So it was already 12ish. So we had a good lunch and took rest. After that we stepped out again in the evening for Hampi Bazar and to see monolithic bull. Hampi Bazar is actually situated in front of Virupaksha Temple, but in the evening you can see a lot of small like shops over there, and then there is a small street that is besides the Virupaksha Temple where you can actually go and shop for a lot of things. We shopped for like some of the marble things, and I shopped for some of the ornaments. So this is monolithic bull, and it actually faces the Virupaksha Temple. After completing our shopping, it was the perfect time as the sun was setting down and we were near the Hemkuta Hills. So we took the opportunity and we climbed up the hill and found a perfect spot to see the sun setting. As you can see, a lot of people were there to view it. So we went up there, clicked a bunch of pictures and just sat there for 10 to 15 minutes to absorb it.
It's beautiful.
बहुत वर्थ है इतना ऊपर चढ़ना ना.
बहुत सुंदर शहर है वैसे.
बहुत ही ज़्यादा. यहाँ से फुल व्यू आता है. Now this marks the end of our day 2, where we covered a lot of places, and while going back we found this small chai ki tapri and we thought why not have some chai and coffee. So now it's the next day where we have checked out from our hotel, and while going back we decided to visit the Tungabhadra Dam, and it is actually hardly a 5 to 10 kilometers like away from your road going back. So here also another pro tip: if you get a bus that takes you up, please do take it, because it's around 3.5 kilometers to and fro, so which is too much to walk in the morning. So but yeah, when we reached up there is a whole garden area and the view was very beautiful. So this was our last stop on our Hampi trip. After this, we started a journey back to Bangalore. So I hope you liked this video. It was a little bit of helpful for you. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and let's meet on our next adventure.